Our next guest is a pop star that we've spoken to on a range of really serious issues over a long period of time, but rarely in her capacity as an artist. So we are delighted now to be able to say that we have the first look at Jaguar Jonze's music video for the brand new single, Little Fires.
One little spark that started a flame, one little story carried the blaze. You're gonna try, but you'll never tame these little fires. We have to stand up, carry the pain, over and over and over again. I'm gonna make you remember my name. These little fires, little fires.
And Jaguar Jonze joins us now! Welcome to the show. Congratulations on the song and the film clip. I should point out, because it's not obvious just from that clip, this is very special because not only is it a new song, this is your Eurovision Australia Decides entry. How pumped are you about this?
I am so excited, and the lead up to getting Little Fires released and out there for Eurovision Australia Decides has been a journey. So to even, I don't know, be here, like talking about it with you all seems surreal.
Little Fires is a fantastic track. Boy, it builds and builds. Is there extra pressure that comes with writing a potential Eurovision song, or is this a song you already had that you worked on?
No, there was so much pressure because a lot of the times songs get assigned to artists, and I have a bit of a stubbornness with me, which is I have to sing, I have to write whatever I sing. And so I went in and locked myself away for a month and wrote 7 songs for Eurovision. And just like hoped that one of them cut it, and Little Fires was the standout that everyone kept picking.
Oh, it's a beautiful song, and it seems, you know, very personal as well. What were you thinking about when you were writing it?
Honestly, and I have been on the project a couple of times to talk about this, my journey in the last 2 years has been really interesting but also really difficult, and I had to put my artistry aside to advocate for the awareness of sexual harm and abuse of power in the Australian music industry. And so Little Fires is kind of you know, encapsulating that journey for me and allowing everyone to see the more raw, vulnerable side of Jaguar Jonze and the fight that was around the Me Too movement.
So when you write, like, that's very heavy and serious stuff, and it's not, I don't immediately think Eurovision when I hear that, right? So
No.
As you were writing it, was there a part of you going, oh, this is good, but that's not Eurovision enough, and therefore I'm going to change it or whatever? Or did you just write it and it is what it is, and then you figure it out?
No, I honestly think what makes Eurovision so good is it should be representing humanity, right? And humanity is all about the obstacles and the challenges and the adversities and how you meet them. And so for me, Little Fires is about fighting for something that's bigger than yourself, and how, like, what amazing things can happen when you all work together, and that every little fire can be fanned into a blaze of reckoning. And so I feel like everyone can relate to this in some way, especially with the pandemic that we've been in the last 2 years.
Well, let's talk about winning now, because it's out into the world. It sounds incredible. It looks incredible. So what do we do from here? Do we bribe the Australian public? Do we run a smear campaign against the other competitors? What do we have to do, Jaguar?
So how it all works is when the Eurovision show happens in Australia, like the Australia Decide show, there is a number and you text in for your favourites, and it's a split jury vote and a public vote. And I really hope that we can all get behind Little Fires, and I would really appreciate your vote because it would be an absolute dream come true. So vote 1. Vote 1. We get a number. It's not even vote 1.
It may not be.
Tell me this, will the Europeans ever let Australia win Eurovision? Like, can it actually happen? We want it to, but do you think they will?
I feel like Dummy M coming second is a really, you know, it's just proof that, you know, we can get there.
Okay.
I mean, Dummy M is so talented, and I really think Australia has a lot of talent to offer up, and hopefully Europe can see that and allow us to take it. I totally understand why it's controversial, but Australia doesn't shy away from controversy, right? So we'll just keep on fighting till we get there.
So what was that again? Vote 1. Is that what we had to... We were getting told? Vote 1 for Jaguar Jonze.
Hopefully vote 1 is my number, but whatever number I am, vote Jaguar
When
Jonze.
you're 4 and you're there going, not 1, 4.
Yeah.
Now Braithwaite goes, I didn't even know I was in it. I got all these votes. I don't know how that happened. Little Fires is out now. Jaguar Jonze, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.